name's Pat Chamberlain. I'm the founder and executive director of Out of the Ashes. We are a nonprofit, faith-based program located in Rutherford County, North Carolina. And we're a homeless shelter and substance abuse discipleship program for men and now women and children out in Cliffside. I was doing outreach, been doing outreach for about 11 years. Started off in South Florida, helping the homeless, helping those that are struggling with drugs and alcohol. I moved up to Rutherford County. I was working remotely for a retirement company, working with financial advisors, and the Lord He shared with me He wanted me to go back and help here in Rutherford County. And shortly after that, I lost my full-time job, and I had 8 men living with me in my home. I was bringing in, helping them get off of drugs and alcohol, and lost my full-time job, and I trusted God to see us through, and this is where we are today. The ministry has grown tremendously, and people ask me all the time, why would you expand in the middle of a pandemic? Well, we've got the election going on. 2020 has been a crazy year. There's all kinds of stuff going on, and I felt the Lord had told me that He wanted to advance His kingdom, and brought us to this side of the county where there's less resources here. And so we're opening a women and children shelter. This is it. And we're opening a restaurant which is going to support the ministry and give people jobs, and we're going to eat good. And we're going to, the chef that I still work with at the catering business is going to train the guys and the women for culinary arts skills so they can have a career, and that's going to be wonderful.
It's Tommy Kraus. I'm a person in long-term recovery. I got involved with Out of the Ashes a little over a month ago. I was making good money, and I had a nice home, and I had, as far as like worldly success goes, I had a lot of that, you know, but none of it was really giving me any true inner peace. I still felt at the end of the day like I was still living in active addiction. There's probably a lot of truth to that, because just because I put the drinking and the drugs down, if I didn't fill that up with something that's spirit-based, it could become, you know, heroin all over again. So that's really the biggest motivation for me to want to come down here, was less about a job and more about where do I stand in God's kingdom here on earth, you know.
Well, I came out of prison. My dad died when I was in there, so when I came out May 1st of this year, and I didn't have nowhere to go. My dad left me some money on a life insurance policy. Come here, and I got all my stuff, my priorities straight, and then I invested in some land, and I'm waiting to get a house built on the land. So I've made some major improvements. I've stayed clean.
Okay, Lewisboro going, everything's going good. I got a job, got a van, and I'm gonna buy a house, and November the 17th, that's next Tuesday, I ain't drunk nothing in 3 years.
You know, it builds you up and gets you into both programs, your religion and your recovery.
So when somebody reaches out to us that is homeless, they call in and we do an assessment over the phone. We address the need of the individual, depending on the need, whether it's mental health, substance use disorder, whether they're a veteran, whatever that need may be. First of all, if there's a substance abuse issue or a mental health issue, the first thing we do is help that individual get stable and get off of the substance, detox properly. What we'll do is get an assessment after they're medically detoxed or stable on their medication if it's mental health, and then what we can do from there is they'll follow a recommended treatment plan. We offer Bible studies, work ready program, job training program, shelter, food, transportation. What makes Out of the Ashes different from a lot of other places is that I was once homeless, and somebody helped me, and I have a heart for those people that are still that are struggling. So the difference is that we care out of the ashes, and what we do is we address the spiritual need before anything else, and that being soul salvation or any issues that may be pertaining to their salvation in Christ.